See, in 49th point we discussed about quadrilaterals where they contains 4 sides, and before that the complete discussion is on triangles and they have 3 sides. And now coming to the polygons. Polygon means just like triangle and quadrilateral, it may contain many number of sides. And we know that if it has 5 sides, we call that polygon as a pentagon. If it has 6 sides, we call it as what? Hexagon. And for 7 sides septagon, 8 sides octagon, and that's the discussion. And what to say about a regular polygon? Okay, first of all polygons and then regular polygons. Okay, the heading is about regular polygons. First you just think something about polygons. Okay, polygons. A polygon means, just as I mentioned you, yeah, which contains many number of sides. Okay, so for suppose if you have a polygon of n sides, then it contains n angles, and sum of interior angles of a polygon. Okay, sum of interior angles is equals to, okay, n minus 2 into 180 degrees is the formula for the sum of interior angles of a polygon. If the polygon is a triangle, 3 sides, 3 minus 2 into 180, 180. 4 sides, 4 minus 2 into 180, 360. 5 sides, 5 minus 2 into 180, 540. And 6 sides, 6 minus 2 into 180, 720 degrees, like that it continues. Sum of interior angles is n minus 2 into 180. Whereas sum of exterior angles of a polygon, sum of exterior angles of a polygon is always 360 degrees. Okay, for a polygon, sum of interior angles is n minus 2 into 180, whereas sum of exterior angles is equals to 360. Okay, it happens for every polygon, right? And the next thing is about regular polygon. See, polygon means it contains more number of sides, more than 4 actually. Whereas regular polygon means equal sides and equal angles. Regular polygon means equal sides plus equal angles. Okay? Yeah. Just if you think, if you have a quadrilateral, if all the sides are equal and all the angles are equal, then we call it as a regular quadrilateral, and in general it is a square. Is it right? And whereas in a triangle, if all the sides are equal and all the angles are equal, and it is an equilateral triangle, so equilateral triangle is a regular polygon of 3 sides. Square is a regular polygon of 4 sides. Similarly, we have a regular polygon of 5 sides and 6 sides, everything. Whereas coming to hexagon, if all the sides are equal and all the angles are equal, then we say it as a regular polygon of 6 sides, and that is a regular hexagon. Okay, and we know that in a polygon of n sides, sum of the angles is n minus 2 into 180, and along with n sides we know that it has n angles. There are n angles, and the sum of those angles is n minus 2 into 180, and if it is regular, okay, each angle is equal. Okay, so each interior angle is equals to, right, once again I am repeating you, sum of the angles of a polygon is n minus 2 into 180. In any polygon it happens. In a polygon as well as in regular polygon also it happens. But in regular polygon, since each angle is equal, so each angle measurement is n minus 2 into 180 degrees by n. As well as each exterior angle measurement is, total angle sum is 360, and each exterior angle measurement is 360 by n. So you need to memorize that. Sum of interior angles and sum of exterior angles in any polygon. And each interior angle and each exterior angle are there only for regular polygon. Because in a general polygon, all the angles are not equal, so we can't find that each interior angle as well as each exterior angle. Okay? And I am arranging this. And the next idea is, see, a regular polygon is, there is a chance to inscribe a circle in the regular polygon as well as to circumscribe a circle for a regular polygon. Okay? Yeah. D, not only C. For suppose I have a circle. In that circle, if I inscribe a regular polygon, all the sides are equal, right? We don't know the number of sides, but all the sides are equal. In generally, you may say it as n sides for the polygon, and there is center at the circle, right? Since all the sides are equal, at center each side makes equal angles. Okay. For suppose if you say this angle is alpha, all these angles are alpha, 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 alpha like that. So n sides. So that implies here at center we have n alpha angles, and n alpha is equals to 360 degrees, and alpha is equals to 360 means 2 pi by n. So in a regular polygon each side makes an angle 2 pi by n at the center. Okay, right. So each side makes an angle 2 pi by n at the center. Now see, now for this circle the radius is just simply nothing but this side only, right? So I am just identifying this triangle separately, and I will find some measurements related to that. Just have a look. I am going to erase this B. Okay. So once again I am repeating you. For every regular polygon, for sure regular polygon can be inscribed in a circle. Just like equilateral triangle and square, there must be a circle outside the regular polygon as well as inside also. Right. So since if you circumscribe a circle for a regular polygon, each side since are equal, they make equal angles at the center. And if you say all of them as alpha, n alpha is 360 and alpha is 2 pi by n. 360 means 2 pi, right? And now if you concentrate on one triangle particularly, and this is one triangle, and as we know that this is A, okay, and this is alpha, as I mentioned you. What the alpha? 2 pi by n. And now what I do is, see, these two sides are equal. Since it is center, this is the radius of the circle. So you just take it as radius. Okay. Don't take small r. You just take capital R. This is the radius. Okay. And now next what I do is, since this angle is alpha, which is 2 pi by n, you just divide that angle into two parts. Like pi by n, pi by n. And this green color part is some h. Since r and r isosceles, so that is perpendicular as well as which is median. So this length is a by 2 as well as this length is also a by 2. Now if you apply what? Sin pi by n, what will happen? Sin of pi by n is equals to, this is pi by n, sin of pi by n is opposite side by hypotenuse, a by 2 divided by r. And from there send r this side, sin pi by n that side, you will get that r is equals to a by 2 cosecant pi by n. R is equals to cosecant pi by n. And the next thing is, what you say about this height? This is one part. For that height you just take cos pi by n. Okay. I need h in terms of a by 2. So that's why you just take cot pi by n. Cot pi by n. Cot pi by n is equals to, cot means what? Adjacent side by opposite side. H divided by a by 2, and you will get that h is equals to a by 2 cot pi by n. And one more thing, if you inscribe a circle in this regular polygon, once again I am showing for you, you just look there. There is a chance to inscribe a circle like this in the regular polygon, this green color part. Okay. So if you inscribe a circle in this regular polygon, this length just is this smaller in radius because circle is inside. So this h is simply nothing but small r. So this smaller length is a by 2 cot pi by n. Once again I am repeating you, if you have a regular polygon, there is a chance to inscribe one circle in the regular polygon and one circle which is circumscribed. And the radius of the circumscribed one is capital R. Radius of the inscribed circle, this red colored circle, is smaller. This capital R, this small r and everything will occur in a triangle. So that one particular triangle I will show for you. So in this triangle, this is capital R, this is capital R, and at middle we have small r, because here this is the point where the red color part is touching the side. So this is pi by n, pi by n. So from there it is very easy to calculate the circumradius of a regular polygon as a by 2 cosecant pi by n, and the inradius of a regular polygon as a by 2 cot pi by n. That's one part. And another thing is here we need to calculate area. What? Area. So to calculate that area I will erase it. Okay. Since capital R is a by 2 cosecant pi by n, small r is a by 2 cot pi by n, Okay, so then area is what? Area of this triangle first I will calculate, and I will generalize it for the area of the regular polygon. So what you say about the area of this triangle? Area is half base into right, okay? Area of this triangle. Area of this triangle is equals to half. Base is what? A into height, here it is small r. And as we discussed, half a into that r we found it like a by 2 into cot pi by n. And if you multiply, this is a square by 4 cot pi by n. And area of this triangle is a square by 4 cot pi by n. And for a regular polygon, there are n sides, and you will get for sure n triangles like this. Okay, see, one triangle area is a square by 4 cot pi by n. Another triangle area is the same, another triangle area is same. You will get n triangles there. So at the end, area of the regular polygon is, you need to multiply it with n. Okay, for the space I am erasing this. So with that area, therefore you may take it as D, area of regular polygon of side length A, area of regular polygon of n sides with side length A is, you need to multiply that with n. So n into a square by 4 cot pi by n. Okay, just have a look. So here in this point 50, we discussed something about the polygons and regular polygons. Specifically, circumradius of the regular polygon as a by 2 cosecant pi by n, and in radius of the regular polygon as a by 2 cot pi by n, area as a square by 4 into cot pi by n. Okay, just a list of formulas along with the analysis related to the polygons. Okay, have a look.